Hello, and welcome. With episode 5 of the 100 Girlfriends Who Really Love You, we are introduced to girlfriend number 4, Nano AI. And previously in my 3rd episode review, I mentioned how Shizuka is my personal favorite of the girlfriends. Well, Nano is not far behind. Now, to be fair, I can say that about all of them, but I'm a huge Nano fan. And this episode shows why perfectly as it adapts Rentaro's first date chapter, which is also one of my favorite chapters in the manga. Now, the beginning already has a few variations from how the chapter begins in the manga. Namely, in there, Rentaro is on his way to check the test scores with his girlfriends, but here it starts with the girlfriends getting a head start while Rentaro goes and zings with Nano. Nothing too major, but I am wondering how many photos Rentaro would already have of him and the girlfriends. I don't know how much time has passed since he started dating them, but they're all in the same classroom, so it can't be for too long. Anyway, they check the test scores, and how much you want to bet that Rentaro purposefully got one rank below Kurane, so all of his girlfriends would score higher than him. Also, the multi-head patting technique is too powerful. So we've already got something new added in the anime here, being Robot Nano. Kurane sure has an active imagination. Now, with the zing with Nano in the first part of this episode, we go over what I've seen a lot of speculation from anime onlys, and that is the potential of a girl zinging with Rentaro and not wanting to date him. For the case of Nano, she just doesn't view it as valuable to her time or her existence. That's just how Nano has always viewed everything. She's not just an ice queen, she's just really into being as efficient as possible. But when the two are paired up for an experiment for lab class, that's when Nano gives in to her feelings and, goes to town on my man's finger. Whew boy. We already knew from episode 2 that Berry is more than willing to go ham when it comes to animating tongue action like that, but compared to the manga, she's really going for it there. She might be highly efficient, but she knows what she wants. Which leads into her breaking down in her room, trying to understand her feelings, and then confessing that she does love Rentaro, but after a shaft head tilt saying that it wouldn't be efficient for her to date him. That's when the legend himself suggests that they go on a date, and hey, it's Rentaro's first date. Both Rentaro and Nano are looking clean here, as Rentaro calls her style the goat fit, but look at Rentaro right here. My man is dripping. I didn't realize his casual wear was this stylish in the manga, and the way he's carrying his pack reminds me of Papa Shirogane from Kaguya-sama. So the date goes pretty well. Nano might not understand all the attractions, but Rentaro is archiving photos of all their activities with an instant camera. Also, when Nano calls the mascot human in front of the kids, that's from a bonus panel, but we don't see the bonus panel for the first chapter covered in this episode. It looks like not all bonus content will be here, and they didn't animate the bonus chapter at the end of Volume 1. I was hoping they would because it's a really touchy moment between Rentaro and the first 3 girlfriends, but I understand they can't fit everything in there. Anywho, they go to the Ferris wheel, and this is where Nano's fear of heights is introduced. The whole sequence of grabbing Rentaro's hand was done really well here. It was expanded on a bit from the manga, and now you get to see Nano start to understand and trust Rentaro. So the date ends, and Nano, despite having a good time, is unable to wrap her head around what the point of it all was. That's where the instant camera comes into play. Rentaro devised this whole date around showing her the importance of having a good time. With Nano reaching for and saving the photos, she started to realize that. And yeah, he did put her up to it through a test, but it was necessary to prove that her feelings were genuine this entire time. This is one of my favorite moments in all of 100 Girlfriends. And yeah, it gets me emotional too. Rentaro's such a good guy, and Nano just needed that little push to realize what she wants in life, and that's to make as many memories with the people she loves as she can. Upon realizing that she does want to date Rentaro and make more memories with him, the two agree to date. And yeah, Nano going in for the kiss, it's just too good. She's a woman of efficiency, you see. It's much more efficient to get what you want and make your feelings clear. This right here is definitely up there for my favorite first kisses of the series. Definitely top 3. And this scene of the two walking out of the park holding hands together, that was added for the anime too. Nice touch. And then Rentaro introduces her to the rest of the girlfriends. Here we get to see what will be a running gag, Rentaro shaking and sweating nervously whenever he introduces a new girlfriend. Every time this will happen. For one, he's a good guy and always thinking about how his girlfriends will feel about bringing in another girl to the group. But you'd think that after maybe, I don't know, 20 of these, they might understand getting girlfriend number 21, but it's a cute running gag. And hey, not only do they accept her immediately, but next episode, we've got a swimsuit episode already. Get ready, everyone. Now, this episode does introduce and solidify a bunch of running gags. Other than Rentaro introducing the new girlfriend, there's also characters' eyes popping out when shocked and the throb faces. What I mean by this is when someone's heart is throbbing, they make this face, and you'll see it a lot moving forward from everyone. And of course, this episode introduces a new character, Nano AI, who is voiced by Asami Sato, who has done a number of well-known characters. You might recognize her from some of these roles. Now that we've got 4 girlfriends, we're almost there to the first 5 as shown in the OP of the series. So, I'd like to ask, with us being nearly halfway through this fall anime season, what do you all think of this series so far? Are you a manga reader and is this living up to expectations? Are you an anime only and enjoying the ride? And if you're interested in reading along, this episode fully adapted chapters 6 and 7 and the very beginning of chapter 8. We finally get our first fan service episode next time, and be sure to subscribe for my next 100 Girlfriends episode review and other anime content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.